Welcome to the Societe Clinical Skincare webinar on reopening and the new norm. Today we are going to be focusing on preparing for reopening and what you can anticipate from your clients and the best in-clinic practices. My name is Phoebe Kraus and I am a corporate clinical educator for Societe Clinical Skincare. Welcome. We will start today by talking about ways to prepare your clinic and staff. We will then help you find some effective messaging with regard to announcing your reopening. Then we will discuss how to prepare for the first appointment. Many of you haven't seen your clients for some time, so we're going to talk about different questions that you may want to ask and different techniques for skin analysis. Lastly, we will offer some promotional ideas, things that you can implement to help boost sales. It's important that your clinic and staff are prepared so that you can effectively bring your clients back and keep them safe. We definitely suggest that you meet prior to your reopening and discuss new protocols. And these could be changes to your business operations, such as your hours, your service offerings, and different sanitation protocols. You'll also want to reevaluate your check-in process to eliminate physical contact between the front desk and clients when they arrive and when they're checking out. Another important thing to consider is your supplies. How are you on cleaning supplies, hand sanitizer, disposables, toilet paper, face masks? These supplies are going to be crucial to maintain a safe space. Also, consider the signage that you have in your clinic. You may want to rethink your retail selection to keep your clients and staff members safe. So one example of a sign that you could put near your retail area would be, "Please touch as few surfaces as possible. We will help you with retail purchases." You also may want to put signs for social distancing. Announcing your reopening is really exciting and it definitely requires some very specific messaging. So we want to help give you ideas so you can create something that really works for your business. Now, this announcement can be made either via email, via social media, and this is going to be regarding your reopening plans, promotions, and any modified offerings. And it's important that you be transparent about the actions that you're taking to maintain a safe environment because that's going to make your clients feel really safe and know that you're putting their health first. So the first thing that we recommend is reevaluating your check-in process. Many people are implementing a parking lot waiting room, and this may be something that you want to consider to reduce the amount of traffic in and out of the building. Another way to eliminate traffic in and out of the office is to make it for patients only. So in your announcement, maybe you state that unless you have a caregiver, please to only come to the clinic by yourself, no friends or family or children. It's also important that your patients are aware of any scheduling changes. So this may be that your appointment times are running a bit longer to allow for extra sanitation. It's also a nice courtesy to offer a waitlist option for people who are trying to get in as soon as possible. This is an example of some effective messaging that you may want to consider using for your announcement for reopening. "We are currently working diligently on our reopening plans. We will contact you as soon as we are ready to reschedule your appointments. We are taking extra precautions to make sure that we are in compliance with OSHA guidelines as we work towards reopening. We will be adding the following practices to our existing protocols in anticipation of reopening our clinic later this month. Masks are encouraged upon entering the building. We have scaled back our appointment schedules to allow more time to sanitize the treatment rooms and common areas in between each client. Only clients with pre-booked appointments will be admitted into the office. There will be no overlap of clients. If you arrive early, we may ask you to wait outside. We will offer curbside pickup for retail shopping, and our website is available 24/7. Prior to the appointment, it is really important that you prepare for each and every one of your clients. And this starts with checking their history. So going back and looking at what their original concerns were, what progression was made, and what home care products they were working with. And then you want to anticipate what new concerns they could possibly have. Some very common ones are going to be breakouts, inflammation, or irritation. And this could be because many clients may have not been keeping up with their products and maybe are using either some over the counter products that they have in the household, or maybe that they've grabbed when they've been out to the drugstore, or maybe they're starting to use a prescription topical that their dermatologist prescribed them last year. And so it's really important that you're able to identify exactly what's going on in their skin currently. You also want to consider their lifestyle and stress level. Many people's lifestyles and stress levels have changed in the last couple of months. So, if this is somebody who is a particularly anxious person, or maybe you know that they're recently out of a job, you want to be able to anticipate those new concerns that maybe they weren't dealing with a couple months ago. Another new concern that someone may have is their spending budget. I think now people are going to maybe be more conservative. And so, a good way to go around this is saying the following: in a perfect world, I would want you to do X, Y, and Z. But since you need to cut back, I think you should eliminate product X and then give some positive reason for that. You may also anticipate that your client needs to revise their home care. So make sure prior to the appointment that you have a fresh sheet so you're able to write down a morning and evening protocol for them. It's important that you ask your clients the right questions when you see them. And the first is, how consistent have you been with your home care products? And what this means is, how frequently have they been using all of their products? So have they been in their same regimen with their morning and evening protocols, or have they switched anything over the last 2 months that you haven't seen them? Frequency of use is also really important to know for your more active products. So, like your vitamin A products, your refinishing plus, anything that is exfoliating. So, any boosting pads or exfoliation treatments, you want to get a sense of how well they've been taking care of their skin. So that way you can gauge what treatment is best for them. Another question to ask is, have you been keeping up with all of your products? And you can check their purchase history to really kind of figure out exactly what they've been using. And many clients may be using over the counter products right now. Maybe that's all they could get. And so you really want to get the truth from them about exactly what they've been using on their skin since you've seen them. So, when you're asking these questions about consistency and frequency and keeping up with your products, pose them in a way that makes it very friendly and comfortable so that person does give you the honest truth. You also want to ask if they're seeing progression towards their desired result. They may have seen a little bit of regression since they haven't had a peel treatment in a while, and so you want to get a sense of how they're feeling about their skin currently. You also want your clients to share if they have any new concerns with you, anything that's potentially come up over the last several weeks since you haven't seen them. Also, any changes in their health or medication is really important to ask as well. It's important that you perform a skin analysis, and this really starts with identifying some very important skin characteristics. The first things you want to look for are sebum levels, so assess the visible oil on the skin. And right now, as we're heading into the warmer months, people may be dealing with a little bit more oily skin. You also want to look at the skin's texture. Does it feel rough or dry? Is it smooth? How do the pore sizes look? Any lines and wrinkles? Do you feel congestion in the skin? You also want to identify the hydration levels. Does the skin appear to have any sort of itching, flaking, irritation? Does it feel tight, or does it have a dull appearance? We always recommend using a Woods lamp or a skin scope because it helps to reveal skin conditions that you may not see with the naked eye. And this is truly one of the best things that you can do to set your clients up for success. Lastly, you want to assess the severity of the skin condition. Has there been an improvement or a regression since their last appointment? You can also utilize before and after photos because they are a great tool to document progress. We have some ideas for promotions that you may want to offer when reopening your business. The first would be when purchasing 3 or more products during the month of June, you receive 20% off your next peel or treatment. You can also offer when you purchase an $100 gift card, you receive a $20 product credit to use in the future. You may also want to offer a complimentary gift with purchase during the month of June, just as a little courtesy or a little bonus to give them something kind of as like a thank you for coming back. You may offer promotions on treatment packages and maybe make them more cost effective than what your typical package structure is. Also, offering something new is a great way to get people really excited. So perhaps you introduce our brand new vitamin D complex with Pore Perfect technology, or you just add a new retail product or professional service to your menu. Thank you for attending today's webinar. Remember that keeping current with updated information is the key to success. For more information, you can give us a call, reach us by email, or visit us on our website or Facebook page. And until then, we will see you at the next webinar.